Hello, St. Andrews, and welcome to this week's edition of Chancel Chst. It's Thursday, November 10th, beautiful, bright, sunny day, the day after the historic general election and the day before Veterans Day. So let me begin by just making a couple of general comments about the general election. First of all, to those who supported Donald Trump's campaign, congratulations. He was able to make a surprising victory. And I think he did it by connecting with a group of people in our society who, for a variety of reasons, have felt neglected and maybe even disenfranchised by the two major parties. So it's a surprising victory. President-elect Trump, who will be the 45th President of the United States come January 20th, will be in our thoughts and prayers as he prepares to begin to govern. It's one thing to campaign, it's another thing to govern. And he deserves our support and our prayers, certainly, and our respect for what he has been able to accomplish. And so beginning this weekend, we will include him in the prayers of the people as we pray for our leaders, and we'll pray that he will have every opportunity to make a good start and be a successful president for all the people of the United States of America. Looking ahead to this coming weekend, we will be, as we've been talking for many, many weeks now, our fall mini stewardship campaign will be held this weekend at all three services on Saturday evening and the two services on Sunday. And this campaign is really targeted at those folks in our parish who made a pledge of support in 2016, but for whatever reason did not participate in the spring Blessed to Give campaign. So we're inviting those people to register a pledge of financial support for this ministry in 2017. And also, the second focus of our campaign, mini stewardship campaign this year, has been to encourage more and more of our regular givers to sign up for the e-giving, Simply Giving program through Banco Financial Services. And our goal is to double the number of families participating, and we've already had 2 or 3 additional families sign up. So please give that your serious consideration. It's an easy, secure, and convenient way for you to make your regular offerings to the church. And it does benefit the church as well. We will also be observing Veterans Day at all 3 of our services in the prayers of the people. And then at the 10 o'clock service, we'll be having a special procession with the flags of the branches of the military. So it is Veterans Day, and we certainly want to remember and to give thanks to God for all of our veterans, those who are currently serving, those who have served in the past, and especially those who made the ultimate sacrifice for their country and for our freedom. So we'll be doing that this weekend. Looking ahead to next week, in the Chancel Chat last week, I mentioned that it was possible that the repairs on the church tower would begin last week. Well, they didn't, but they will be starting on Monday. So don't be surprised when you come to the church during the week if you see a large crane set up in our driveway. It may provide some disruption in the traffic flow around the church, but the good news is that the repairs should all be finished within 1 week so that next weekend there won't be any disturbance around the church. But don't be surprised if you see a large crane in the driveway of the church this week. The vestry meeting, our monthly vestry meeting, will be held on Monday evening, the 14th, at 7 p.m. in the parish office. And of course, the meeting is open to any member of the parish. Looking ahead to next weekend, on Saturday, the 19th of November, the day will begin with our monthly men's breakfast at the Route 38 Diner at 7:30 a.m. And of course, all the men in the parish are cordially invited to attend. We'll have our Saturday evening service. Father Bob Lignani will be preaching and presiding at the 5 o'clock service. And then immediately following the Saturday evening service, our monthly confirmation class will be held. We'll begin around 6 o'clock with a pizza supper, and we'll be finished by 7:30. Looking even further ahead to the next weekend and other events coming up, Thanksgiving Eucharist will be held on Thursday the 24th at 9 a.m. in the sanctuary. And we're adding something new to our worship schedule. We're going to be having a celebration of the Feast of St. Andrew on Wednesday the 30th of November. Of course, St. Andrew is our patron saint, and we're going to be having a 10 o'clock celebration of the Holy Eucharist at Dobbins Chapel in the cemetery. So we've been looking for ways, trying to find ways to utilize that wonderful and beautiful worship space more than just 3 times a year. And so someone suggested that maybe we have a Eucharist on the day when we celebrate our patron saint, November 30th. So we're going to try that. If you have never been to or participated in a service at Dobbins Chapel, you might consider joining us for that celebration. A couple of things that I want to mention about events that are coming up. First of all, this coming Sunday, we will be collecting food for Thanksgiving for the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry. Many of you probably received a bag with the yellow announcement on the front last week when you were here at church, and they're asking us to bring these to the church this coming weekend, and then we'll see that they get to St. Vincent de Paul. Now, one correction on the information flyer, it suggests that financial donations be made out to St. Vincent de Paul Society. But we're asking you instead, if you're going to make a financial donation, make it out to St. Andrew's Church, and then we'll collect all of those donations and we'll write one check to St. Vincent de Paul. So if you're interested in making a financial donation, please just make it out to St. Andrew's Church, and in the notation line put St. Vincent de Paul Thanksgiving offering, and then we'll collect all of those resources and send it over in one check to our partners at St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry. Another thing, an announcement went out last week about collecting for Christmas flowers. It's hard to believe that we're already preparing for Christmas, but Advent, the season of Advent, is just around the corner, just 2 weeks from this weekend. So, and the announcement just mentioned Christmas flowers, but if you remember last year when we made the appeal, we asked for donations for both flowers and Christmas music, special music. So if you would, instead of making a check out to the Flower Fund, again, make it out to St. Andrew's Church, and in the notation line, put Christmas, flowers, and music. And that will help, and then we'll take care of all of those things out of one unified fund. So we'll be mentioning this again in the announcements and in the bulletin moving forward, but I just wanted to mention that in this week's Chancel Chat. So that's about all I have to report today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk again next week. God bless you.